After you've completed the number of rows that you want for your brim, doing a flat panel and casting on extra stitches, I've done 8 rows, and I've ended on a purl row. So my working yarn is back here, is here, and I had just done the last stitch. Now the next step is to bind off the extra stitches. So to bind off, I'm going to use a basic bind off, and I'm going to make sure to keep my stitches really loose, and I'm going to knit one using U-wrap, putting the working yarn in front, bring it over, and I want to make sure to keep it really loose. So I'm going to tug on it a little bit, bring it over to the pig that's next, and then knit over, and the pig we just knit over, we're going to bring onto our empty pig. And we're going to do the same thing for the next pig. We're going to U-wrap, knit over, move it over to the next pig, knit over, and remember, keep your stitches very loose. If you have a problem keeping them loose, you could also use an E-wrap for your knit stitches. Bring it over, and like I said, the last row we did was a garter, or it was a purl, and the brim was a garter. So I ended on a row of purl. So you bring it over to the next one, knit over, move it one over, then knit that over, move that stitch one over, now we're going to knit this peg, we're going to move over one, knit over, and bring it back. And now each peg has just one stitch that remains, and we're ready to begin working on our body portion of our hat. And for this hat, my next row, I'm just going to do E-wrap. And I'm going to start and put my last peg that I had cast off right here. I'm just going to start working around, in the round, and doing an E-wrap. And for this hat, I'm just going to keep doing E-wrap stitch for the body. With my City Slouch Hat, I combined some knit and purls. Really, it's up to, you know, but the one that I'm working on right now, it's just going to be an E-wrap body. And that is how you cast off the pegs, the stitches, and join to then work in the round. And as you can see here, you have 2 portions that are separate, and this portion right here is going to go on the outside of the hat, and we're going to secure the flap with a button, or you could put a flower, you could just stitch it if you didn't want any decoration, but it gives you a nice little flap over brim. Hope that helps. Thanks for joining me.